Welcome back to 5 Minute Phys. Today we're talking about 3 huge nutrition mistakes I see people make when they're trying to change their diet, lose weight, or improve their performance. So number 1, removing before adding. Now, this is what happens when people start new plans. They start coming up with a list of a bunch of things they don't get to eat anymore, and it often is their favorite foods. So this is a problem, quite frankly, because it makes the diet now restrictive and unfun. So the inevitable result is you're not going to follow it very well, or you'll break down, you'll have huge cheat meals, or other kinds of problems. So I suggest an alternative approach, which is a 3-step system. Now, I've seen other people present things like this, and they're all fantastic. I give full credit to whoever invented this if I knew. But nonetheless, I think it's a very good approach to first add quality food items and fix deficiencies. So if you happen to understand that you have a specific ailment or a low amount of zinc or iron or something like that, and you can add that back into your diet, you're going to automatically start feeling better. If you don't know those details, and most of us don't, that's totally fine. Just start adding quality foods into your diet. Focus on getting more good in, and you'll probably take care of a lot of those issues. Now, the reason I like that as a first step approach is it changes the entire outlook on the diet to being something that we're trying to improve upon rather than something that we're restricting or taking away. The entire outlook changes that way. In addition, if you give people early wins, what happens is, I start feeling better, I'm recovering better, I'm sleeping better, my mood improves, whatever metric's important to you. They're much more likely to buy in, and that's going to foster long-term success over the plan. So even if the diet goal is something like weight loss, don't cut calories first. If you'll notice on the graphic, that's actually step 3. Show them early success, help them understand what it feels like to actually feel better. I'm recovering faster, or I'm getting better sleep, or whatever it is that they're most interested in. Help them feel better first, and then move on to step 2, which is now we can start adding or removing some of those bad foods, some of those problematic foods. And we can do that in the second step because we've already built that buy-in. They're excited about it. They feel good. It's no longer such a big deal to give something away because they can tangibly understand the difference between when I eat good stuff versus when I don't have that good stuff in my diet. Then third, you finally adjust the calories. Whether you're trying to gain muscle mass, improve recovery, that means you're probably going to go up a little bit in calories. Or if you're trying to lose fat mass, you'll of course restrict them a little bit. But that's step number 3, feel good first. Mistake number 2 is they don't match their diet to their lifestyle and personality. Now, if you've ever listened to my podcast, this is a great time to go do it. The Body of Knowledge is what it's called. And we did a fantastic episode, chapter 1.6, called Abundant Survival. And this is available on iTunes or thebodyofknowledge.com, where I describe the way I approach people's diets based on their personality types. And I classify people either as a baker or a cook or a chef. So you can find more detail about that system there. But basically what I'm getting at here is if you set yourself up in a position to fail, you're going to. We have to realize that life forces almost always win, even for professional athletes. So let's put ourselves in a position to succeed. This includes things like, some of you are real detailed people, and you want a diet plan that tells you exactly what to eat, how many almonds to pick, exactly how many ounces of water to drink, what time to eat them in. And so then you need a diet like that, or you need to purchase one or get a coach or write yourself one that is that level of detail. But some of you, like myself, that gives actually anxiety because it's way too much information. So you need to take the opposite approach, which is to find a way to get the things done you need to, but with just a few simple rules. All right, so again, you can check out that podcast on the Body of Knowledge for more detail about how to do that. But our final mistake here, number 3, is missing the 90% to hit the 10. And what I mean by this is some really high percentage, I'll call it 90%, of really most quality diets are about the same. They fight back and forth between that last 10%, but to be honest, folks, again, even with professional athletes, that 10% it almost doesn't matter. So tackle the 90% first and then make these small adjustments later. I'm not going to go through this entire list, I'll leave this up to you, but here are what I classify to be about the 90% of good quality advice or instructions that most diets will give you. I truly feel like if you hit most of these, 5 to 6 every day, or 5 to 7, every day, or at least most of them on most days, you'll probably be in a really good spot. And I think if we did this alone, If half of our country or half of the world followed the 90% rule, I think we would single-handedly end the obesity and probably most of our health epidemics. So that's it. Thanks for following us. Stay tuned for next time. If you want more information like this, you can check out my social media at drandygalpin.com or my website, andygalpin.com. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.